Hello, my loves, and welcome back to another episode of We Be Talking.
We be talking, what's the word? Everything you never heard. We be talking, talking.
Y'all, we have an amazing show for you today. Look at the merch. Okay. But let me introduce you to these amazing ladies. The one giving us free advertisement with the merch of We Be Talking is Sheikah. And we have the lovely Tamara.
Hey, y'all.
And I am Ave.
Hey
y'all. How y'all doing? Okay, loves, before we get into this actual topic, we already know what is required of us.
Yes, we do.
Your family. Okay. But just in case y'all invited people to the cookout, we'll let them know that we would like for you to like, share, subscribe, and to please leave us a comment below. And don't forget to hit that bell notification in the corner so you can be notified when we post another video. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. We all on the same page. Now, y'all, we got a good one. Okay. And we want to hear what you got to say below, because is it okay to date your friend's ex? Ladies,
comment down below.
Let us know.
Y'all remember when we did the story time? You remember the episode we did, story time episode, that we were talking about just random stuff, story time? Mm-hmm. And I talked about I had this friend, right? I'm not gonna say her name.
Oh yeah, I remember story time.
Yes, I had this friend, right? And she's a really good friend of mine. And she started behind my back. We stopped talking for whatever reason. Behind my back, she started dating my ex.
I remember this, helpful, because I wanted to get tighter.
Yeah, she started dating my ex. They ended up getting married and having 2 kids. Like they yes.
But y'all was close friends, because then y'all live together.
We lived together. She had moved from one state to Georgia.
Not just any friend.
Come on now, close friend. This whole time, it made me think, like, this whole time you must have been looking at my boyfriend this whole time, huh?
Whole time she wanted to tell me, girl. Whole time
you wanted my man this whole time. Look, ain't got him too. But anyway, so it was no. So because we were so close, it was like losing that friendship. And me and the guy, we were broken up. But you know, you still have feelings. Sometimes when you break up with somebody, you still have feelings with them or whatever. Mm-hmm. So to me, that was like a double whammy. It was so bad, because I'm like, yo, you supposed to be my friend. And yo, dude, you've been telling me that you still love me and stuff. So what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just so horrible and terrible.
I'd have dragged her on straight principle of the fact that he was in my house. You used my toilet paper. You ate my food. You used the air and heat that I had in there and the water. And then you can have the audacity to sit up here and go behind my ex. So you ain't woman enough to say to me, hey, Tamara, I just want you to know that, I've been having some feelings for Christmas.
No, she ain't woman enough to say that. You better not be woman enough to come in my face and tell me you have feelings about my man. First off,
he wasn't my man.
It doesn't matter.
It is your man. It is your man.
Before he was my man. Period.
It is your man.
So let me ask y'all this. So is it wrong to want somebody else's, like somebody that they've been with before and now y'all together? Like, what's the statute of limitations on that? Like,
there is none. There is none.
Personally, I don't see myself dating any one of y'all exes ever.
Well, I ain't got that many for you to choose from, and one of them.
I'm just saying, just in general, like a friend of mine.
If you was to date Nathan Hanberry right now, I wouldn't be mad, because I dated him in 7th grade. So that was my very first boyfriend.
Nathan, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
But I also feel like when you break up with somebody, you're no longer with them. So you no longer can dictate who they talk to or who. So maybe my friend if I had a friend that wanted to date my ex, right? We not together no more. We have no feelings. There's no more feelings between us, and it's my friend or whatever. They could.
She said, no, it don't matter. Well, I mean, it shouldn't matter because you married, you with a whole, you got a whole, you done moved on, you done had kids by this man, you married, y'all been married for years, and your ex-boyfriend, you mean to tell me if him and Tamara meet today, you gonna have a problem with it?
Yes. And
They
I'm gonna
can have
tell
a
you
beautiful-
why.
No,
It's
wait, wait,
not.
Have a beautiful relationship, and you could be standing in the way of that beautiful love.
But
that
No,
you
the devil is
you
lying.
no longer,
First of
you no
all,
longer
Stop. Hold on.
that person.
Wait, time out. Ave, so say Tamara goes somewhere, she did living her best life in San Antonio. One of your exes from college that you had a bad experience with have grown into this mature man, love the Lord. God has changed them. I'm just saying this, I'm just giving it.
okay.
And he meets
You always
Tamara.
gotta bring
and
God
then-
into it, right?
I know, but I'm saying he's a new person. He's not the same person.
Old things have
you
passed
knew.
away. Gotcha.
Right. And so, because Tamara ain't the same person she was when she was 19.
Mhm,
So my thing is, so they meet now, and it's the perfect match for her, and they're just living life, and then you find out it's your ex-boyfriend from
So let
college.
me explain.
Look at your face, like I don't know if I'm being.
Let me explain. In that situation, I wouldn't have a problem. Why? Because she does not know that that is my ex. You see what I'm saying? I personally feel.
Okay, but when she tell you and you find out his name,
I still wouldn't
you
because
wouldn't have-
I
okay.
wouldn't, only because it wasn't as if she was like, I'm gonna go out there
And
to
find your-
intentionally
But
get
nobody
with.
really goes that well. Some people do,
Well, she
but
probably
it
did.
wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been like it. What if?
I really want to
so
tell this story.
what about
I
this
really want to tell
scenario
this story,
right
but
here?
it's burning me to tell, and I'm not gonna tell you.
What if this scenario right here, Ave? So we're friends, right? We're friends, like we are. And
Thank you. 'Cause I was
Um,
waiting for you to fix that sentence. I was like, why is she talking like this is a hypothetical? Like, Lord, what did I do? Am I being rejected on the
You
show
were-
about rejection? Okay.
so you were dating somebody, and we were all friends, and y'all not dating no more. And that was years ago.
Okay.
And now you're married, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
And so what if some kind of way, some kind of how,
Mhm.
like say he and we rekindle, and
Mhm.
boom, there's a spark. You would, and I know
wouldn't
that
have a
that's your
problem. I could not get mad at you, somebody for dating my ex that I was in love with at some point. I want to say his, I ain't gonna say no name, but if I found out he was, now I don't know how I feel if you was to meet this guy that I used to be with. I don't know, Tamara, because I just thought about the guy, and then I'm thinking about you, and y'all meet up and be like, we together. I don't know how I would feel.
I think it depends on what type, how far the relation, like if y'all had a sexual relationship,
We definitely had one.
y'all, right. So it'll be weird for me to say, okay, I'm gonna date Sheikah's ex that she used to have sex with, and now, you know, we
But how
we're
can
gonna
I be?
talk
How,
about
but
it.
let me ask you this: if you met this particular guy that I choose not to say no name, and then you, like right now, you met him because I use Ave. Now I'm putting myself in a situation. I feel you, Ave girl. I feel you. You know, honestly, I really couldn't be. I don't know. Initially, I think I would be like, but I wouldn't really. I don't think I would mind. I would just know what you're working with, and I don't know how you would feel about.
Right. How would you feel
Like,
comfortable?
how would you feel about that?
Okay.
That. How
And
would
I've
you
already
feel?
experienced that, and I be looking at him like he did everything to me. He doing to you.
Okay, y'all. Okay.
What it comes down to.
Yeah,
That is really what it
ultimately.
comes down to.
Because I wouldn't be mad. I love my husband and I don't want him. I want my husband. I want to grow old with that. You get what I'm saying? I don't want nobody else. You feel what I'm saying? So it would be weird for you to date him because ultimately I'd be like,
And look, y'all come over for Thanksgiving and stuff, and it's all awkward and weird.
it'd be
You know what I'm saying?
awkward. I think that
Oh
would
my
be a relationship you would.
With that, Cap.
Cap. I called Cap. I called C-A-P Cap.
Cap on that.
No way.
Ain't
Ain't
she could cap me?
no.
I wouldn't
Ain't
mind. I'm just saying that I wouldn't mind. The only issue that would be is that she would know what I have no
Listen.
more feelings for that individual.
No, I totally understand. Let me speak for my.
I'm just telling you from where I'm sitting thinking about it. If she
Mhm.
was to come up to me and say, "Hey, this is where I met, I'm finna date," and I'd be like, "Well, dang, being we close," I would have to tell her the history, but I wouldn't care any. Like, I don't know. Right now, today, where I am, it wouldn't. I
Right.
wouldn't care.
Right.
How would you
Right.
deal with the fact of me knowing?
Right. I was just speaking about that situation specifically. I was just speaking like the general conversation as a whole. Ain't no way on Mary J. Blige earth that we gonna sit here and say that if my friend got with my ex, that I would not, and it's not about feeling some type, to me, it's respect. It's the respect. My biggest thing is I don't like to be disrespected. And this is probably a toxic trait. Y'all probably would have learned
But
about
how would
if
that
we
be
had did the show on
disrespectful to
toxic
you,
traits. That was the
though?
one they didn't want to do.
How would that be disrespectful to you though when you're done?
It's disrespectful to our friendship. It's disrespectful to
How?
our friendship. Because to me, if you my friend, then you already know about me and Christopher. Because I done talked to you about me and Christopher. So for you to sit up here and take the cliff notes that I told you about Christopher, to go up here and now you and Christopher talking, and now you acing the test because I done gave you all the cheat codes from the lesson I learned when me and Christopher was together. I'm gonna have a big problem with that. Not saying you can't be happy. You can be happy with anybody else that the Lord put on this world. But you mean to tell me the one person you won't be happy with is somebody that I mess with? I got a big problem with that. Because
Well,
now
my whole
I'm sitting up
thing-
and wondering, where was your mind when me and Christopher was together? Was you feeling some type of way and was like, oh, if things ever played out and I had an
Well,
opportunity, I would
golly,
just
deep.
love you, right? Because she can't. Now I'm feeling some type of way.
But what-
I'm feeling some type of way.
Okay, but what if she wasn't around when you and Christopher was together and she happened to meet Christopher? And yeah, you told her certain stories about Christopher, but it ain't really dawned on her
But
because
see, I don't
like
have a problem with
said,
that.
Christopher ain't the same person he used to be, neither is she,
Right.
neither are you. So think like
don't have a problem. I
think
don't have a
it'd be-
problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. If Tamara meet Christopher and Tamara ain't know nothing about Christopher, and Tamara and Christopher are together and they're just like, oh my gosh, Aubrey, you ain't gonna believe this amazing guy that I got.
No. Listen, if I'm saying if she met Christopher and she didn't really know Christopher at the time you were dating Christopher, but you didn't tell
But
her
I know
stories
him
about
from
Christopher,
you telling me about him.
Heck no.
you still be mad.
It's a still no. It's a still no. It's still no. It's a still no. It's still no. No, nobody, baby. No.
I don't know. I honestly can say
That's nasty.
it would just
Nasty.
it honestly can say it depends.
And
It
I also think
depends on
it
the
depends on
situation.
who the ex is too.
Yeah.
If it was somebody that you were in love with and you know, or
I don't
whatever.
care if we dated for 24 hours and the only thing that we shared was one of them hot dogs from Costco.
You know you need to stop, Eileen.
No, but
You
that's
need
too
to
much though.
Stop your
Because you
mouth.
don't really-
I don't
that's
think so.
kinda-
It's
But
the
you can't
respect.
control
It's the
that,
respect
though.
of our friendship. It has nothing to do with the guy. The guy is just like a ornament in the situation. It's not about the guy. It's about the friendship. Because for me, I take my friendships like I cherish them, like I hold them close to my heart type thing. If you know, you met, I told you about Christopher, and I was like, girl, Christopher, blah, 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 and you didn't know that was that Christopher because there are other people named Christopher. And I happen to see y'all, and I'm like, Tamara, what are you doing with Christopher? And you're like, this and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna be like, you better break up with him right now, because how could you? That's not what I'm talking about. That's not, because this is,
I know
understand
what
that
you're
they're-
talking about. I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
I'm not saying that.
I get it.
It's
But I'm
just
just saying,
the
but how is
friendship.
that? I don't understand how that would be.
Because you said you don't care if
Disrespectful to
y'all
the-
dated for 24 hours and y'all shared a hot dog together. You still have an issue with it if you told her about it. and now she, you know what I mean? Like,
I guess, like I said, if it's one of them chance reactions, no. And it's not about the fact that how could you oh, I still got feelings for this person. No, it's not about that. To me, it's just disrespectful to the friendship, because if you dated this person, you dated for an intention. This is how I look at it. When you date, you're dating for an intention. You had an intention in the view of how you thought this relationship was going to go. If you are my girlfriend and we happen to be chit-chatting and we talking about these situations and I tell you about this, and then you somehow magically get with this individual and you bring it to me and I'm like, how? Like, no, it's not that I'm saying no because I dated this person. I'm saying no in the respect of, you, my friend, why would you even want to pursue that if you are already privy to the place that relationship held in my life? Why would you even want to be a part of that? Because then now you put me in a situation to where I thought our friendship was, or the type of friendship that I thought we had, we obviously don't have. You understand what I'm saying? Because all the people that the Lord has placed on this earth, sinners and people that don't give their life to him, and this the dude that you want to risk it all for. So then to me, that's disrespectful, because it was like, I would never do that. I would never, ever do that. That's just like if you was dating John and you telling me about John, I don't know John's last name, and I happen to get with a John, and I bring him to you, like, oh my gosh, that's the John I was talking about. Oh my gosh, Tamara, girl, I didn't know, because we didn't know, girl, I got you, I understand, blah, blah, blah. I'm good with that. If you know the John if I know the John you talking about, and I see the John that you talking about on aisle B22 in Target, and I go down aisle B22 in Target, I'm like, hey, John. And he like, oh, shoot. Hey, Ave, how you doing? Oh, I'm just good. How you doing, man? It's so good to see you. I mean, we need to get together. I'm a trash friend. Because I should never be sitting up here going and doing something like that, because in my mind, you be in all of your rights to say, was you feeling John when I was with John? Because if you saw John on B22,
but listen, I feel like if even in a situation like that, I feel, for me personally, when I'm done with you, I'm done with you, and I don't really care who you date.
That's
and if I
feel the same way. I'm done.
But it's not about the guy.
No. I'm just saying,
gotcha.
even if say, you know, God forbid, one of y'all got divorced or whatever, and y'all single now, y'all want to date my ex, I don't care. Honestly, I don't care, because I don't want him. And you know what I'm saying? I could understand how that would change the dynamic of our friendship a little bit, because then you may not feel comfortable talking about what y'all did. You know what I'm saying?
Want to be friends?
I wouldn't mind, because I feel like I don't have control over what people do, and I don't want control. I don't want to, because what if
you got that Omarion unbothered?
That could blossom into something good. Like, you know, and I wouldn't go out looking for my friends.
Now that's
I'm not gonna go out looking for.
Right.
But what if something happened, like a spark could fly or something, like she could. I don't know how to say. Like, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna go out looking for your exes. Like, oh, let me see. You know, she could tell me about this guy, and you know,
right.
She
and that's the thing. And my thing is, being that I know her as a friend, if it was to happen, I know that she ain't go searching for him.
Right. So if something happened, like I you know what, Ave, I don't understand that, because I understand that as well. But I'm just saying, for me personally, I understand how you feel. And I don't, you know, say, oh my gosh, that's bad.
No, I got you.
And I completely understand it. Like, I know a lot of people that, and it's justified. I get it's justified. But for me personally, I really don't, like, once I'm finished with that relationship, I really don't care, because I personally wouldn't want to stand in the way of you having a beautiful, successful relationship. or if that's the guy for you, that's the guy that's gonna make you happy.
Yeah.
she
I
gonna
don't want to
raise-
stand in the way of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Yeah.
know, I wasn't the one for him. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't us that was gonna make this beautiful thing. It was y'all. You know, I don't
I
know.
agree. I agree. I wouldn't stand in the way of the relationship. I wouldn't say break up with them. Like I totally wouldn't do that because you've already started it.
But you
No.
just be like, we can't be friends no more.
Isn't that what Deborah Cox say? We can't be friends.
I babe.
Yeah, love.
But I, like Tamara said, I honestly can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, I do.
Especially if if I grew up with you and we friends and you've seen this person, you know who he is, da 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 da. That's
Yeah,
I think that's a little bit different. It's treading a little like, why you gonna sneak up on John? You already know, like da 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 da.
Right. That's
But like when I was, whoever the person was, she was never around. You know, I met her years after that even happened.
right.
But I told her some
Cool.
things about it.
Mhm.
And they just so happened to meet up years later. I would not be mad. I really wouldn't be mad.
Right. I agree.
Right.
It'll be just it would be, honestly, it would be how we would deal with the fact of me knowing certain things.
Yes.
Mhm.
And what the conversation, it would change the dynamic of the friendship a little bit.
Yeah.
Because will you be okay? Because I know how I am, how I tell y'all stuff. And I know, imagine me just telling y'all, yeah, girl, he been that thing all the time.
Yeah, I
he
wouldn't
hit it real good.
mind. But let me tell you why I wouldn't care, because would you be, it would,
Like,
so my whole thing, would you be okay with telling me that? Because you know,
right.
I'd be
That
like,
he done bent you over too.
but my,
Oh Lord.
but my whole thing would be, how do I respond? Do I be like, I would feel a little awkward with that scenario, like, because how do I respond? Girl, did he? Like, what I say? Oh,
Like, but like, yeah, girl, I remember that time he bent me over too. Girl. Wait a minute now. Hold up, wait a minute.
That's a no. That's a no.
But like, I had it first. Always said that's a no. That's
See,
a no.
you hear what I'm saying? So that would be the dynamic of like how
It
we
would change,
did-
yeah.
Ultimately, as mature adults, we would figure it out. I mean, I would
Absolutely.
know what lines to cross and not. I wouldn't want to make Tamara feel uncomfortable. Be like, girl, because he had bent me over too. I wouldn't do that.
Uh-huh,
You know.
uh-huh.
But you know, knowing Sheikah, her face, she wouldn't say it out her mouth.
Thank you took
But
the
her
words
face,
right out my
She'd
mouth.
be like this. Yeah, girl.
But why would I? But why? But why though?
Because you do. Yeah, because
But of course I will with certain things I do, but
Yes,
with
yes,
this
yes.
particular, I would
I
not.
got you. Just
But
joking.
Sarah, you
No,
honestly
she wouldn't
think
do it
I
that
would
particular
disrespect
thing.
your
No, we
like,
just kidding,
boundaries
Yeah.
with that? But yeah, I do. I mean, I would do that, but I wouldn't do it in that sense because that's what I do that a lot. But my thing is with this particular situation,
Yeah.
as her friend, that would be like I wouldn't want to disrespect her in that sense.
Yes, yes.
You know, I mean, I'll do that with somebody we ain't never crossed paths with,
Right.
I mean,
but I wouldn't do
It'll
that.
just
if
be
I
some
already-
things we couldn't talk about. It's
Yeah,
just
I
some,
would-
some
that would just be
conversations
something
we
you-
just can't
right.
have.
Yeah.
You know, so that's how the friendship would change a little bit because
think-
now
yeah.
there's boundaries on the type of stuff that we're gonna talk about. But you know what, Ave, I will listen, Ave, you gonna listen. I'm not going to. I don't want you to break up with me because I love you. I love being your friend, and I don't want you to break up with me. So therefore,
She gonna break up with you?
you're gonna have to send me a list of all your exes names and stuff. So I've been like, listen, do you know Ave?
Send a
This
list
is
of
not-
the exes. When they come up to you, she done gave you a list. You pull that list out your purse. Be like, hold on 1 second.
Huh. Do you
Okay,
know
him?
somebody named Ave?
Okay.
God, you know Ave. Well, you know what?
Oh,
Listen,
that
it's
heifer
not
said
gonna
she ain't got around. I thought she said she was the preacher's kid. She's a liar.
Look, we pulled a list out like it was a lot of them.
work. Right? Let me see this is on Ave. Hold on, let me turn the page.
Oh, man, she is. Hold on, babe. 'Cause your name ain't up here. Hold on.
What's your last name? Waters? Okay. We're the T's, but we're getting there. Hold on.
God, dog.
Oh my Lord, you so silly. But yeah, man, I don't know. That's a for some. I just think the way it happened with me though, me and the girl, we had stopped talking. We fell out for whatever reason. I don't even remember why we fell out. And then next thing you know, I hear that they're dating. You know what I'm saying? That hurt me, number one, because I didn't think that we were gonna fall out forever. I thought we were still gonna be, you know what I'm saying? And I felt kind of like, okay, well, are you just doing this to hurt me? Because you know how I feel about this guy, because I have told you, because you're my friend. Is that why you're doing it? So that I felt like there was some kind of malice, some kind of, you know what I'm saying? Something in there. Like you deliberately was trying to, you know, hurt me in doing so.
Right.
You know,
all the happiness and success in the world.
Right.
Okay, y'all. So as you see that we all have different viewpoints on the topic. Hey, but it would not be we be talking if we don't talk and speak our truth. Okay.
Come on now.
So please, again, type below to let us know, what are your thoughts on this? Is it okay to date your friend's ex? Is it taboo? I mean, we would like to know. You know,
it all depends. It just all depends.
It all depends. And she ain't talking about the diaper, y'all. It all depends. Okay. So y'all continue to live, laugh, and love, and stay away from your friend's man. Until next time. See you later.
Please do.